Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use ChatGPT in order to clean up your entire files. If you have a messy set of folders, you just got chaotic files all over the place. I'm going to show you how you can do this with ChatGPT. So I actually wrote the script and it's actually running as we speak. In fact, I'll show you that right now. So it's literally running right this second, cleaning up all of my messy folders. So just to be clear, this is not my actual messy folder. This is my dad's OneDrive that I've synced with my computer, and I'm just helping him to keep things organized and clean things up because frankly it's a mess. So there's just a lot of files all over the place, and what I'm trying to do is organize them into these main buckets so that it's a little bit more things. The script is going to read each file. It's going to take a summary of the file. It's going to send it to ChatGPT. It's going to say, hey, can you basically just help me to figure out what these files are and give it a proper name and put it in the right folder. And if you don't know the file, then you're just going to throw it into this unknown folder. So that's basically what the script does. I'm going to put all of this on my GitHub repo. So if you want to just download the script, I'll put the link in my description for this video. But if you want the script, you can do that. And it's just a simple, easy, effective way that you could just organize your code all together. So let me just walk through the code, and then you could watch the full detail of how I actually got to this point. So first of all, this API key will be deleted. So I'm going to delete this API key, but just so you know how to get this API key is you need to go to platform.openai.com/API keys. And that's going to take you to this section here. They've made some changes. Click on this button that says create new secret, give it a name, and then it's going to click generate, and then it's going to give you a secret. If you notice, I say Dwayne unfinished delete because I'm going to delete this as soon as I'm finished with this script. So don't steal my API keys. Second thing you need to do is you need to point to the directory that you want to fix. So for example, mine was here. So if I wanted to do this, I copy the directory. However, keep in mind that when you copy the directory and you paste it like this, you need to put slash double slash in order to make it work, because it won't work without that. And then from there, just run it in the terminal by just it's called cleanup script. So you would just do, I can't run it on this terminal here, but run it on a new terminal for you. And then do Python, and then cleanup.py, and then press enter, and that's it. And it's going to just do exactly what it's doing here, which is going to go read the files, call out to ChatGPT, put the files in a folder, organize them. So see, for example, here, all the photos that were just randomly scattered all over the place is just basically putting them in their proper folder. So that's what's happening right now. And yeah, this should just keep running and keep working. It has all the error handling, etc., etc. If you get some value from this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and we talk about every single thing from productivity to my own personal life and just struggles of just trying to be effective and organized in the digital world. If that's something of interest to you, feel free to subscribe. What I'm actually trying to solve today, I'm going to try to do this in 20 minutes. I don't know. We'll find out. I actually have this is my dad's folder. I sync the computer, his OneDrive to my OneDrive account so I could just see how to help him organize, because he has no concept of how to organize files. This is not something that he learned, and so everything just gets dumped in the downloads folder and etc. So what I've done is I've organized things in a way where I just put some of these hierarchy folders here, and the folders that I put at the top is just not to keep browsing through the mess in order to find things. So these are roughly the categories that I want to organize things in: billing and financials, manuals, notes, personal, and projects. So that's the rough category. I might find one or two categories, but we're just going to try the basics right now and see if we can make some progress out of this. This is trying to use the power of AI to solve a problem in a much faster way. All right, so I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Actually, I don't want to take a screenshot of the organization. Okay, yeah, we're going to take a screenshot of everything here. Okay. And then we're going to go over to Mr. GPT. I found one of the YouTubers called it that, so I didn't name. So that's one. And then we're going to scroll down a little bit more. How far did I go on the last one? I don't remember now. Let's go like here. All I'm doing is taking screenshots, and I'm pressing now Windows key S, by the way. Windows key Control S. Sorry, I got that wrong. Command is Windows key Shift S. So Windows key Shift S will get you a screenshot thingy. And okay, so this is enough just to get started. So I'm going to say I have a set of messy files in a folder. I would like to organize them. Okay, so that's goal number one. Help me strip CRPT that will read the file name, open the document, and some 500 words to send to ChatGPT to determine the type of file, the content, and where to organize them. Okay, what are the folders? Folders are billing. Let's go notepad. So we got, let's go billing. Let's go up and yes. Manuals, yeah. Personal. Okay. Read all files included, but don't these folders. They are the categories. So, read all files, but don't read these folders since they're the categories. Create additional categories as necessary. See a maximum of 10. Okay. So we're saying I have a set of messy files, folders. Can you help me to write the script? It's going to organize them. Open the document, extract some 500 words from the chat. Send them to ChatGPT to determine the contents, where to organize them, right? Or put them in a folder, etc., etc. Good. You get the idea. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We want to mention that, keep in mind that they are multiple file types, e.g. PDFs, Excel, XLS, Doc, CX, etc. For unknown types, just put them in a once you for the PDF content that are manuals. We don't have to do that. I think it understands that. Okay, let's try this. Okay, while that's happening, or GPT-4, we're going to go to OpenAI. I'm going to go get a key, which I will delete directly after this call. Oh my goodness, wrong URL here. So I just want to stress that, so don't come stealing my keys, please. Company, Apple and GPT, Microsoft and GPT, this company is like just blowing up. How do I log in? What's going on here? I haven't been to their site in a while. They keep changing it. API, documentation, platform, API login. API. Okay, so what we need is a API key. So that's one thing that we're going to have to get. We're going to generate one of those. Oh, where's the API keys now? It's here. Oh, organization ID. Blur that, I think. And limits. Members. So, billing. Oh, look, I got some credits. So, where do I get the keys again? I keep forgetting this stuff. General. Your profile. User API keys. There we go. So we're going to create a new key. Oh, okay. So this is, let's call it doing unfinish. Delete. Okay. Default project. Copy. Okay. So we are going to put that in. We're doing unfinish. And let's call this. By the way, I'm going to make this code open source. Clean up this up. New, I think it's .env. I think, if I remember correctly. Let me paste my keys in there. Okay, so that's that. We're going to delete that after the fact. And let's see how GPT is doing. Your API key with your OpenAI, error handling script, basics. If you need, handle more file types. Okay, so what do we have? Can you put some comments, please? I hate when it doesn't do comments. Thank you to the AI gods. Okay, so what do we have? We're going to be pulling in OS libraries, and it's also not telling me what the libraries are. I've noticed that the GPT-4 model is less descriptive. Okay, but for the most part, this is the code. Almost done. While that's going, we're going to go to cleanup files, cmd, code, create a new Python file, cleanup, py. Go back here. No, that's not where I want to be. Here. Click finish, yeah. Copy, paste. What do we have? So I don't know what these libraries are, so we should learn what these libraries are while we're here. Yeah, it's also not giving me the commands. It's shortening the effectiveness of the instructions. I've noticed that. What's the difference? I prefer number one. Certainly, here's an explanation. Its purpose to provide a way to interact with operating system, including, so that's what the OS is. Usage, os.walk, the directory, recursively walk through directory tree. os.path, root directory combines a root. Make directory creates a directory. Got it. What was this? How do you pronounce? Show utility. Show util provides a high-level interface for file operation like copy and move and etc. Cool. That move source path. That's cool. PyPDF2, a library to extract PDF files, open, reads PDF files, extract text. Oh, I forgot to tell it. We need to give it a proper name too. So let's say some of the folders. Okay, let's finish up this here. So open. So this is for Excel. Got you. Request. Error handling. Try catch. Full script. Okay, let's say some of the files don't have proper names. Then you also get suggestion from GPT to reading of what to in this format. Let's say, so what we want to do is we want to say manual name, equipment, model number, year, .pt. Okay. Now, where is the oh yes, okay, this is the instructions to some clarity using ChatGPT, billion, category, unknown, manuals. And here, why wouldn't it give me a variable at the top to put my API key? Yeah, this is the part where if you don't know classification text, so it's actually using a lesser model using DaVinci codecs for classification, because those are smaller, faster models such as file names, DaVinci. You don't always have to use GPT-4. Can you give me a variable or at the top of the file? Thank you. All right, while we have that and we're waiting for the upgraded version, let's pull that in. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this up at the top. Mr. GPT is gonna do that. It's really sad. It does a good job. Instead, I'd rather use thousands of CPU power, how many hundreds of computers in the background, literally to copy and paste. It's pretty sad. What is the world coming to? Okay, so we got that key, which I put here. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm going to delete this right after this video, so I do have to blur my organization ID. Should we just run it? Oh, what about the file path? How do we know which file folder path to? Oh, okay, directory path. There we go. Good man. So our files are located in this OneDrive documents folder here. So point it to this. And let's see if we can get some magic. Oh, you know what we need? We need logs. Because then we need some idea of what's going on. So we want logs. We want to make sure that we understand, got good reasoning, and we want to make sure that we're able to properly understand what's happening, right? You don't want to be in a position where you don't. So to do, so you got to put an F in front, and then just a single quotation. So it's good to know. Explanation. Okay, very good. Good job. All right, we're 21 minutes in. Should be getting this show on the road pretty soon. Okay, let's go back to our env file. Get that guy. Like I said, don't care about his key. Gonna be deleting it. Do not steal my key. Okay. Control tilde. Get this up and let's run it. Trusting that it's gonna do whatever it's supposed to do. .py. Oops. .tsran. Not .py. Import modules not found. You know what? I know how to do this, but still, it didn't give me the instructions I wanted. Here we go. Again. So we gotta install all of the libraries in order for it to work locally, which basically means just downloading the libraries. So pip install, all this stuff, open, etc., etc. Okay, now we could run that back. Oops. Module name PDF2 not found. What did I get? That's weird. Maybe I have to restart. Oh, I might have to restart. Let me pause for a second. I think I just need to restart my terminal. So let's find out. If not, I might have to restart the computer, I'm guessing. Terminal. Oh, no. Okay, we're gonna restart. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna try this again, see what happens. Oh. So I'm still getting this error. Let's go back to Mr. GPT. And that's not what we want. Go here. Let me just tell it I'm on Windows. Oh, you know what? Can we do this? I think we need to do this in a virtual environment or something. There's some sort of weirdness that's going on with my system. Yeah, we did this already. Let's just try this one. There's something with my system specifically, and I just happened to notice because I tried this before. So it needs can you run. Yeah, I'm not certain how this virtual environment works, but there's some. So Python. So this will basically, my understanding is that it's going to isolate. So you just created this file, virtual environment, and then it says you just created a virtual environment. Would you like to create a workspace? Yes. And then it somehow knows how to deal with this file issue, which I'm not really certain I understand very clearly. Activate the virtual environment. Activate the virtual environment using the following. Oh my goodness. Visual Studio Code has already figured out that I'm in a virtual environment and did some sort of activation. in the virtual environment. Yeah, there's something with my system and doing pip install and it not working correctly, so you might be having this problem as well too. So this is not a bad thing. And then obviously same command from before. I have no idea what's going on. So these are the little parts that they don't tell you what programming. You spend most of your time just trying to debug issues. So I have no idea what's happening. So this is how you learn. Yeah, so something happened. By the way, let me drop the key in there so that it knows the key doesn't have to keep doing the same thing. It keeps telling me, so I have to keep replacing this because again, I'm gonna wipe this entire thing afterwards, right? Okay, we'll put the key in. We'll do that afterwards. The API, okay. So I'll figure out what my key is. I'll put that in the meantime. We'll get rid of this. Leave that page open so that we can delete your key afterwards. There we go. Skip an unknown file. Oh, I'm pointing to the wrong directory. Oh man. Pointing to the wrong directory. You guys can tell me that? Okay, this is the directory that we want to put the files in. There we go. Oh, so the problem is now is that OneDrive, these files are not sitting on my actual computer, so they might actually take a long time to do, but this seems to be working, so it's actually looking for this file, which is a pretty big file apparently. Extracting, but it has to wait until OneDrive downloads the file. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to basically just right click in this folder. I'm going to tell it bring every single thing locally. So that's going to help to speed this up. So always keep on this device so it can start pulling things down in the background while this does this thing. Yeah, I got a problem with the other preview. I did a preview about that. So with that, let's see what's going to happen. So as long as one's work, then we know we're in good shape. So he's starting to sync that up in the background while that's happening, and then extracting. Let's just make sure the script is good. Once the script is good, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this to GitHub so you could actually do the same, and the only thing you'll have to change is basically this directory URL, which we should just put at the top. Should just put it all the way up. Alright, put everything up at the top. You know exactly where you need to change, and then from there you just make sure that the script runs correctly. Good. Okay, so extracting text from. And then what are we doing next? After we extract text for PDF. So no errors so far. Extracting text from doc. Extracting text from XLL. Extracting text from. And then classify text category. And does it actually create the folder? Let me just see category. So this is category here. Suggested name, organized files. Okay, let's see. I'm getting some errors. Classification text choices. What is that? Oh, you know what? I think I got the wrong folder structure. The classification choices, so either the API is changed or something. So we'll have to see what's going on there. So I think the API is changed. I think what it's going to do is going to give me some more details around choices. The issue could be a variety of reasons, such as invalid API response or a problem with the request parameter. You should add more details in the login to capture API response in case of an error. So let's update script. We forgot to put the API key in, so I could just fix it. So let's just put, this is still going, so we're going to stop this. Let's just give it my version so that they can continue it. So that it has an API key and everything installed. So we're adding more error log to the HTTP section, so classification of text, right? So that we have choices. I'm just going to double check to see this is what I'm trying to get, but text classified as, so we could get the exact error, and if there's a problem then we'll try to extract it out. That's basically what it's doing. Okay. This is good because then at least you have more robust code, right? Where did it put it? Let's find out. Oh, this is interesting. For not found. This depreciation. I'm gonna give it this whole page so that it understands what to do. Okay, so let's give it this because OpenAI has made some changes. That's one. So the model has changed, so we need to update the code accordingly. So it's gonna replace that, and then what else? Blog post maybe, and then give it. Okay, we'll find out if something else goes wrong first, because I sent it this link, right? Okay, so let's stop for a second. Let me just pause it. No, let's just stop this. Go back to GPT. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that at least this new API is working first, and then if it does work, let's go again. Given unknown file. Zips. Okay, so the zip files, we're going to put them in a different folder. We're going to do something. You know what we should do? We should like to extract all zip. So we're going to add to it. Okay, we're going to say, and also, since I might. Right, so we want to check for extract zip files, and we also want to check for duplicates in a different folder. Okay, so let's do that. We'll let it continue its thing because I don't see a lot of file movement. So I have 31 files. Images, we're going to put in another folder called images. Let's do that. Okay, now we'll do images differently because images, we could just do this star.jpg. Now, the goal is to get an entire thing to set this up correctly. The goal is to get the Python script to move all these files, right? Because they're all over the place. So we're going to get it to do it, but I'm just saying that we can just do that. We want it organized via the robots. And then let's do, so we need to install a new thing, hashlib login zip files. And Python is amazing. I will say this. Do I need to do any pip? It doesn't tell me to pip. Yeah, of course. Python, part of Python standard library, so you don't need to install them. Got it. Okay. What's being added? Zip files, right? Let's just make sure. Yeah, okay. We got the right code. Run that again. Give it unknown files. And let's do this. Let's put all photos. PNG, GIF, yes, the whole 9 yards. Okay, extract in. What is this file about? Let's go find it and see how big it is, because it seems to be taking a while. Oh, I see. So we should tell it that the file name also some. Yes, okay. It's taking a really long time to extract the files. Okay, so we got this error, bad zip file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it, if you can't unzip the file in 20 seconds, then unlog it. Actually, we should probably move it to a folder called bad zip file, but that's okay. We'll figure it out later. Alright, so we've added some error handling to the zip file. Copy, classify text. Let's see what we got. Processing JPEG. Moving it to photos. Processing, extracting text. So it says extracting text, but it doesn't say moving. Okay, so let's see what we got. Photos moving correctly? Let's find out. I still have 87 files on this folder level. Okay, so images are going across, whatever those are. They're going into the right place. What is RTF? Rich text format. I don't even know what these files are. Okay, doesn't matter. Picture shortcut. Top shortcuts. Should do it itself. Let's just find out if it's doing it correctly. So what are we trying to extract now? This one here, which I think it failed on before. I also have a bunch of empty folders. See here? Nothing inside of it, so I want to delete those as well too. So let's just get an upgrade. So any empty folders, we want to delete the empty folders, and we want to basically move any extracted zip files. Any zip files that were successfully extracted and moved, we want to get rid of it. We want to delete them. You got the zip file, we don't need the actual file. That's going to solve that problem. It's going to solve this problem here, having a bunch of random empty folders like this. Now here's an interesting one. We have this as a copy. It has a bunch of images. What's it going to do with these images? This will be interesting. See what it does with a file like this. Actually, I take that back. Maybe we don't want to delete the zip files because I think the zip files